What's good? I can't come on here and talk about anything unless I'm thorough within myself. You know what I'm saying? Just generally thorough. I've said this before, I don't feel qualified to speak on anything if I'm not living it. You get what I'm saying? And I think for a long time, that's been a big part of me not getting on camera and talking a lot, me not posting my life and things like that. And I think part of it, it may be based in some insecurity and some fear. But then other parts of it are like, I don't want to look like a fool, man. If I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I don't want to get on here and just start talking. I don't want to look foolish. If I'm not qualified in the area, there's no need for me to speak on it. You get what I'm saying? So now, having come and started to put myself out there more, putting myself on camera more via YouTube, via social media, Instagram, whatever. Now I'm feeling like if I'm not being the person that you see on this screen, if I'm not being the person that you see on Instagram, if you see or hear on YouTube, if these words are not congruent with my actions and how I live, then I can't do this shit. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I really just can't do it because one thing I won't allow myself to be is a fraud. You get what I'm saying? I can't be a fraudulent person. That's one thing that I will not be. And I'll stop all of this before I do that. You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say I'm human, right? I'm human and I make mistakes and I slip up and I don't do certain things that I should do or whatever, just like anybody else. But there's a difference in me than it is in some other people that I see. Some people are willing to be frauds. They're willing to be like, cut corners. Like, this shit kills me if I'm not literally in congruence with what I'm talking about. Because then it's like, I don't know. I just feel like I lose all of my power. My confidence is all messed up. I don't have the same type of confidence when I get on camera to speak. It's all messed up. It don't feel right. It just don't feel right. So the message is to get out of your way. Get out of your way. You're still choosing yourself over that thing that's in you that you know you want to chase after. You get what I'm saying? It's like this. Every single person on this earth is either in one of two categories. Either you're a person that is comfortable and content in the state that they're in, whether that be their job, relationship situations, so on, so forth. They're comfortable. That's what they want. That's what they like, and that's where that's where they want to be or think they want to be. Or you're in a group of people who look at their circumstances, look at their life, and say, I know that this state is not my final state. I know that there's more for me. I know that more has been put in me. I know that I can do more. Yeah, right? So, okay. Me personally, I fall into that second category. That category of people who want more for themselves, who want to go to the top. And I don't even mean just riches. I just mean being the elite version of myself. You get what I'm saying? But every single time, I would say 99% of people are going to choose themselves over doing the things that it takes to become that elite individual. That's a fact. That's what I'm talking about. That's the things that eat me up, because this zeal, whatever you want to call it, that's within me to want to become this elite version of myself. Oh man. This zeal that's in me to become this super version of myself won't allow me to not adhere to it. You get what I'm saying? Every time that I don't, I become just weak, like in all areas. I become weak in my confidence, in my self-esteem, and in my the view of myself. I don't see myself as the same type of person because I know I'm being, like, if I mess up and then come on camera and start trying to talk, I'm like, oh, you a fraud, bro. You're a fraud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just feel fraudulent. Like, who am I to go out here and talk to these people and to give any kind of message when you fucking up? You know what I'm saying? But beside the point, the point I'm making is continually, every time that I continue to choose me over my purpose, over this thing that is burning inside of most people, all people, I would say. But some people are gonna say, I'm, you know, and I'm whatever. If you know, if that, whatever. That's on you. You got to live with that, and you got to know whether or not you're lying to yourself. But it's us that are stopping. We're stopping ourselves every time. Every time you choose you over that greater thing, and every time that you choose you over that greater thing gets further and further and further and further away, and you become more and more and more content in your current circumstances, and in indulging in, whether in food or sex or drugs, alcohol, whatever. When you start to overconsume, and you get comfortable in that consumption, and then that possibility of being something different becomes a fleeting and a faint wisp in the wind. You get what I'm saying? So, man, I gotta keep it motherfucking real. I have to keep it real. I cannot be a fraud, bro. I cannot be a fraud. I will not come on this camera and speak the moment that I start trying to tell y'all something that I'm not living. You get me? I fuck up. I mess up. Probably more than most people think. I mess up a lot. And it irks me. But one thing I will not do is preach to you something that I ain't living. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna tighten it up. Because I know where my power is. My power comes from that message and that zeal and that fire that God's been putting in me since as long as I can remember. That thing that's in all of us. That's where my power lies. When I adhere to that, when I restrict things, when I take on the narrow path and not the wide gate, when I decide, okay, we're going to walk this path and we're going to stay right on it, that's when I get my power. I don't get my power from being like everybody else. I don't get my power from following the masses and following the crowd. That's where all my weaknesses come from. So, once again, I appreciate y'all watching these videos. I'm going to be here. Peace.